All right. Let's see.
Yo,
Yo, what's up? We're live,
Yo.
I think.
damn. Harold, I just bought the game Fortuny again.
You bought the game of opportunity?
Hightail.
You bought it
Yeah, I've done
again?
it 3 times now, bro.
Bro, you're wasting money.
I know. But
Wait.
I'm refunding one and I'm getting it back from a friend, so actually I
Okay.
didn't pay anything.
Okay. You just scammed your friend.
At least I
Well,
hope so.
well, you bought a domain though. Everyone,
Oh
go
yeah.
to thischef.org now. Or
Then he does
Yeah,
it.
for
thischef.org.
free Bitcoin.
Everyone.
Free
I heard you can
Bitcoin.
download RAM there.
Yeah, for
Bro,
real.
I don't need more RAM. I'm good. I'm good.
Those speaking facts. Yeah, but Harold, Hightail now?
Yeah.
Now?
So, we're moving to German server.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, Lucas, you have a great time. Everyone, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Alright. See ya. Bye bye.
Good luck with the stream, Lucas.
Thank
See
you.
ya.
Alright. So it's just you and me, guys, today. Hello, Penguin Operator. Shit, I was supposed to ask Harold one thing. Well, it's okay. I will just DM him. I will spam him. Actually, it's in camera that I don't have anymore. I have world. I created a custom thingy for the rotation, and I just realized that I need it. I don't think it exists in the default. Wait, hold on. I know I did it. Wait, I'm not tripping. Okay. Move vec to vec. I know I have it somewhere. Where do I have it? Okay, it's not like search grep. Move vec here. This thing is what I'm trying to find. So I need to tell him to implement this thing. Or unless he already has it, which would be pretty damn cool. Let's see, where did he go? To your numz, and then I'm gonna like so. It is matrix multiplied by vec4. All right, now I have annoyed him for the day, so we can continue. We were fighting memory leaks. Woo! It's gonna start and then it's gonna exit, and we're gonna. It didn't exit. It should exit, but that's fine. What the hell? Whoa, that's Oh, look at that. That's also interesting. Don't worry about those things. I should look into those scissors. That was kind of bad that it happened, but I will take them after. Let's first fix these memory leaks. These are all probably coming from the GLTF, most likely, probably. Okay. So let's see here. Now I leaked new material, and that's also from the GLTF loader. So we're gonna fix that. That's not GL. What the hell? Where am I? Oh, that's not. Damn it. Okay. GLTF. There. So it leaked. Does it say which line? 130. So here, this thing got leaked. The new material. Okay. So I create the thing and then assign. I could actually make this kind of like do an allocation and a creation, but I don't. Would might be a good idea because that's material, right material. I think we could also maybe have a create material that would be better. Append update set, and then you pass in the descriptor set. It just makes sense. Bright material is still kind of accurate, but maybe even having separate, maybe a crate and then a bright material. Maybe. But there's really not much to create. It's literally just giving a structure, it's some values, and bada bing, bada boom. I think that's maybe it's more pain than its usefulness. Okay, these things, and I think GLTF is still the owner of these, so it should be. I do still have access to them inside. It's the crate that it's leaking, yeah. So we need to free each materials from the hash table, string hash table. Can we find the dinit function there? So I think, let's see, we do for all of the meshes, we do for the images. Let's also do it for the materials. We can replace this. Can actually just do it. Let's call it material. I think they are stored in a hash. Are they not? What the fuck happened? Self.materials. Yeah, they're in a hash map. Dot iterator. Yep. And then we go through material iterator and just call this material, yeah. So then we have each material and then we just call destroy on it. Do we have to destroy anything inside of it? Wait, material dot value pointer dot. I think I might have to destroy that thing. Or is this taken care of? Hold on, how does that get destroyed? Don't I have to destroy a descriptor set as well? Because if I write here, pass in a descriptor. Oh no, this thing takes care of that. Ah, I mean, okay, I guess it makes sense, but damn. I get the descript. This one, oh god. I mean, yes, sure, okay. This one takes care of the allocation for the descriptor sets, but damn, I don't like that at all. Then we destroy them in here. Okay, I mean, I think there's probably a good reason for why we do it like this. I have just followed the C++ tutorial, so yeah, where they did like this, and I was like, okay, I'm also gonna do the same, but this, why not just let the material be the owner of its descriptor set and allocation? Why let it be a kind of like a, well, it kind of makes sense. This thing has some cool stuff where it just expands more slots if it needs. But damn, that feels a bit odd, I think. But okay, we will trust it for now. We'll just go with it. We don't have to worry about it. So we'll save that and then we'll run again, and now we should have less leaks. If I, oh, okay, we do have a double free, maybe. Panic, invalid free. Okay. So let's see. But the material is always newly created, so it shouldn't be invalid free. If there is a material appended to this thing, it is always through this thing. There is no, it doesn't even create materials in any other way. So that's a bit strange, that file, that materials. Let's see. There it is. There I do materials iterator. I'm not, let's see, go reference to this one. Materials descriptor pool. Nodes, top nodes. Wow, that's not really readable, but images, samplers. Resource core sampler. This is the only place where a material gets allocated and added, so I don't understand how it could be an invalid free. It shouldn't be possible. Material count 3. There should be 3 material counts then. Okay. Let's do this. We'll do a how did I do it like that? std debug print ptr create, and then we'll give the pointer. It was asterisk, I'm not sure. And then we can do new material, which is already a pointer. We probably would like a new line as well. I cannot press the new line. Okay, so, and then we can take this line and then go to, it does say which line it is, 907. What? Damn it, that's the wrong folder. File, I mean, 292 there. And then here we can say that we are free pointer. We don't need to say create anymore. Let's see. It's not called new material though, so we'll have to change this. Why did you take one too far? That's not nice. Material dot material val pointer. So, and let's run it and close it. So should see that it creates those, and then let's see. Yeah, so it created this thing. The first thing it tries to free is, doesn't really matter which one, but that's a valid. Wait, hold on, that's not a valid free. Huh. Yeah, these are different pointers than it's trying to free. What the fuck are these things? What? That's weird. Am I using the wrong thing somehow? Is it a double pointer somehow? Nah, what? This is weird. Am I doing the wrong thing? I must be doing the wrong thing somehow. Let's see. 180 CE. Okay, so it's, yeah, this one is accurate with that one. So I'm probably doing, it's probably a double pointer. I have to dereference it once. Does it say what it? Yeah, it's the entry, and this thing is. Oh, it is a double pointer. Ah, yeah, then it makes sense that it has issues. Okay, I'm like, what? Okay, then it should be fine now. And then I close. Yes, yes, we got rid of the leaks. Now there are those leaks. Now we have other leaks. But that's okay. We're chilling with. So now all of these got allocated, and it didn't free all of them. It created this one. Oh wait, no, it's there. It's just, okay, I didn't see it. Okay. There's 6 of the materials that it also say material count 6, and then there's 6 being freed as well. So that's pretty good. Then we don't need these sprints anymore. And then let's see, what's the next one? It's the ensure new memory, try and todoc, ensure new item pointer, try add 1, surfaces append. In renderer 129, that's interesting. So here, right, this one makes sense, because here I was trying to do the defer thingy, but I cannot do it from here, so bit fucked. We will do this temporarily for the planet. I think it's fine, because we're still going to change it, right? And I think also the planet should probably be kind of like the owner of all of this information. Well, the surfaces still belongs to the actual material, not the planet. Or should it belong to the planet? Nah, I think it still makes sense to let it be for the well, yeah. We will just do this, and then we can, in here, when we return, we can say surfaces equals surfaces. Now we will have still access to this thing, and we can free, this is kind of pathetic, but it will work. We can call allocate, destroy, is it destroy? No. It's cell dot surfaces dot d init, and you pass in the allocator, bada bing, bada boom, bada bang, and we run that, and we should be pretty damn happy. Fuck, there's an error. Surface instruct, no field name. There should be a field name called surface. What did I do wrong? There is surfaces, and I call it surface. Now we're happy. I'm changing my mind all the time. Okay, now. Yeah. And now we should have other leaks with less of those, one less. Damn. How have this gone past me? Okay, let's see. The next one is because I'm doing materials in the end. Wait, what? Materials? Ah, right. GLTF. It's because of the 132. This is this thing over here. So where do we have this thing here? I need to do a defer materials d init because we don't need it after allocator. We can destroy the list itself after we're done with it. We don't need it anymore, but we need it for the creation, but not during the I think all of these I have actually forgotten to do that. So wow, look at all of those leaks. Very nice. Okay, and this one is now surfaces, and it's the same thing. Line. Oh wow, look at that. What the hell am I typing? Can I please 2221? And this thing is the same idea. We go here. Then we do shit. Yeah, okay, this one actually, it makes sense to do it here. Dnit. Actually, yeah, be careful now, defer, otherwise this will not be funny. And then we do pass the allocator. I could probably do an init capacity, but it's fine. Okay, we should get, I think that should get rid of a lot of, oh, look at that, actually didn't like it at all. Let's see, why didn't like it at all? Integer does not fit into the destination. Okay, where do I do the allocation of it? Because I cannot, okay, I can append it here. Then it goes to here. Index count, surface index count. Right, whenever I D in it, should I, is there like a clear kind of thing? Because right now, wait, no! Oh my god, I'm stupid. Wait. Okay, let's see. Surfaces. D init, append. Oh, look at that. It uses the same thing from over here. I think I might need to... No, that cannot be, because it should be per mesh. I shouldn't have to do it like this. That doesn't make sense. Why doesn't my multi-line thing work? What the fuck? It's broken. Ah, great. Because it's supposed to, if I do, for example, like this, and then I move, it's supposed to move all of them, but now it's not moving all of them, and I think I know why. Let's see, key maps, and it's because of one of these not being accurately visual select line support. Why have I changed these things? I don't remember. Insert mode to normal mode. No, this is visual mode. Move selected lines. Move down. Why? I need this to work. And I am not that good at neo-winging my configs. Okay, I'm just gonna take this. My line move is just move one line, not all lines. That in which you all know. See exactly what's happening here. The issue is subtle but common in your visual mapping. You're using a normal immediately after move command, but vim move in visual selection only moves the first line to tell it to operate entirely on range property. Ah, that's good. You can take with those things as well. Can probably keep that. So let's see. Move the selected line down, but it's reselect the move the block. In the block. Okay, that's okay, but let's try it. So I'm gonna save that and GLTF, and let's try again. Selecting. Oops, that did not do good. This mark does not happen because mark only existing during the actual visual mode execution. Once your Lua function runs, we mark if the execution Lua the fix you is to use with range expansion. This is starting to look like horrendous. I like the old one, but this one was supposed to be used so you could also do with define how many lines you would like to move and not just having to be satisfied with just hey my human, what's up brother? Hello Shake Crow and Serboso. Sorry guys, I was not paying attention. Okay, let's try again. No? I don't like to modify my NeoVim configs. I just want them to be, I don't want to tweak these things. But I need them to work so I can move stuff. Have you tried DirectX? No, I have not tried DirectX. I'm not a Windows user, you see. Here's a bulletproof solution. This is starting to look like... Nice. Let's just take that. I don't want to think too much about it. Good. Like, this is already 3 times more complicated than the original one. And I don't know how to explain this. If I just had interest in trying to figure out the Lua scripting. Okay, let's see. Now it's doing something completely different than it's supposed to do. And now I just took the one line that... Oh my god. Wait, what the hell? What is it trying to do? Yep, okay, I'm gonna select that. Go to the end, yank that. Now I understand. Yeah, I don't think it does though. Should I just take back the original thing? Like, forget about whatever the AI is trying to cook up over here. Like, I think this is not that good of an idea. I think it's tripping. I think it's tripping real bad. Okay. Nope. Okay, I'm giving up on the AI. Fuck that AI. It's shit. Okay. I'm taking back what I used to have. Oh right, Arch Linux guy. Yeah. I'm using Arch Linux, so I won't be doing DirectX anytime soon. Why is my GitHub so fast? Jesus. Okay, profile. you get to see all my hidden profiles. Let's see, new Vim config here. I should have. I don't think I pushed the latest stuff of my key bindings too, so I think I have the old ones here. Let's see. Yeah, here the old ones are. Look how clean they were. The only problem that they didn't work with the. If I wanted to move like say 12 lines up, I couldn't just say 12 and move up. Instead, I had to move manually 12 times or something like that, or 100 times, you know. But for individual lines, this is fine. The thing that works there, what it has cooked up. Let's see. Now we should be back to working with the normal. Yeah, look at that. It works like intended. Good. We don't care about getting multi-jump for now. The thing was, this doesn't make sense to me, but let's see if it makes sense from this perspective. No, it doesn't. Good. That's what I want it to do. I don't want it to make sense. But it's something then with the D in it in this loop, because I don't understand why would it be a problem. Because it tries to initialize, right? And then integer does not fit in destination type. Which is strange, I feel. Because okay. Oh, wait. No. If I go through each and every one of these, I do whatever I do. And then I create these things in the end once I'm done. Then I go from this loop, you see over here. I come back up to the top. I create another one of these, and then I say D in it in the end. There shouldn't be any problems. The only thing that I had problems with before was now is that I'm leaking the memory. And that runs. And that I don't understand. Why would this, unless... Well, I guess I still have access to some... No, I shouldn't have access because this thing is never used anywhere any longer. The only place where it's used is here, but once we are completed from here, this one is a new pointer. So it shouldn't be able to have anything what it's telling that it has. What if I don't do a defer? What if I just read manually after or once I'm done? Like over here. What if I did that? What if? We don't do a defer, we just say surface defer. Okay, still the same issue. Integer does not fit nodes, but that's inside of nodes now all of a sudden. Why is the nodes 26? Which happens from 312. 312. That's from the draw. Interesting. How could that happen? Because then the only thing that could happen is that shouldn't be happening. Surfaces, okay, they are actual structures, right? I create them all over here. But then when I append with the surface over here, I do not pass them as reference. So they, even if I did, oh, but if I, the surfaces, oh, right. STD array list. And then oh, the surfaces needs to be, oh, right. So, okay, we could change that. We could change that the mesh is responsible for the, that could make sense though also, that the mesh itself is responsible for the, okay, I wasn't, right, I thought it copied, but it doesn't, no. But how does it, it's not storing the actual, wait. Oh, wait. What am I storing? I have surfaces which contains actual structures. Then I'm creating the new mesh. But then I append the point. No, wait, that's the meshes, not the surfaces. The surfaces are just here. Well, then if you create the mesh, okay, and then the mesh, you would like to hey Lucas, every stream I join in, the current progress looks the same. Yeah, I am a bit lazy to take a screenshot of the new current progress. I'm kind of waiting until I actually get the something major in there. Like, of course, there has been a lot of changes, but the changes that I do is like more code specific rather than they are like visually. Like, it's like just different way of handling structures and performance. So like, I don't really care about the visual. I should maybe call it visual progress, because yeah, that thing is like, I just try to update it if something cool and impressive happens. Right now I have kind of like downgraded the visuals instead, and then restructured the actual code so it doesn't look as impressive if I've changed the progress. Yeah, don't worry about it. We're gonna soon we're gonna have a actual box sphere. I'm just trying to fix these memory leaks and trying to restructure how things work at the moment. And as of now, I think I need to rethink this init of the mesh, because it's taking an geosurface array, geometrical surfaces, and now I'm wondering if it's an array list, right? And now I'm thinking, I generally dislike creating the array list outside the mesh and allocating stuff. I think the mesh itself should do this allocation for the array list and allocate all of the geometrical surfaces. But now the thing is that this is not something. If I wanted to do that, I would have to do the processing of that inside of this thing, which is not persistent. It's different way how you create those things. And another way I could do it is just to pass in a huge array of structures, and then, but that would also be kind of pointless, because the point why I do the array list outside is because I'm doing while parsing. So that's also kind of dumb, and I could not just keep. And then it feels kind of stupid to pass the array list and then telling it that when the mesh was not the thing that initialized the array list, and now telling it that you're responsible for freeing it. You know, that's kind of like also like, what the fuck. But it's fine, because you always have to pass in an allocator on the init, so you will also have to pass in a deallocator. But it's really hard for some, like for me, probably I'm not gonna remember to do it, to remember that, oh yeah, by the way, it's the mesh frees the array list itself. I'm not gonna remember that, you know. I would think it's the thing that allocates the array list that's gonna be responsible for freeing it. But that won't work now. Or I could just pass in a array of geometrical surfaces. That could work as well. And then do the allocation of an array list inside of the init here, because we do have surfaces here, so we could init and then just pass it, append or create all of these ones for the thing, and then we would have them. That could work, and I think that would be more or better maybe. But then you would have to almost like that would be better, honestly. Because creating the array list outside and giving it as a parameter to the init is like, and then telling it to be responsible for freeing, it's like, that's so pathetic. Like, I don't think something gets, if it's created itself, then it's okay that it's responsible for freeing it, but giving it a thing and telling it it's responsible for freeing it feels like that's dumb. That's just because it's so easy then to create it outside and be like, oh, I created this thing, so I probably should free it as well. And then you free it. Basically, that's what I just did. And then then you have problems later on because you have freed it prematurely, you know? Shit. But I don't really see another way for this right now. There's those two ways. Or I could try to... Oh yeah, and then third option is that I just let this thing create all of those things, but that's also a little bit like... You're not gonna do that, alright? Okay, I'm gonna try something funny. Let's see. Let's play it out here. We don't even have to implement it yet, we could just play it out. Let's see if I were to do it, that I pass it in as an array. I could do dot items and then I would receive the array. And then it would be fine to deallocate it here. The problem is that I would do an allocation here when I create this geometrical surfaces. And then I initialize then basically I create the array, I pass it into the init, and then I create another array which takes over these things to here, and then this one gets destroyed. Which I could do, or I just allocate it once, and then I tell it that this thing is now responsible for freeing it. But that one I dislike so much. I dislike it so much because it's so disgusting to just pass it on and tell you that you're responsible now. Like, oh fuck, out of nowhere, what? Nobody's gonna remember that. Disgusting. But I think it might be the way, because in another way it would also be simpler for this thing to create it like that, because that's what I do also here right now. I append these surfaces, right, and then I do the init here, and then I pass in the surfaces. Instead I could just directly just pass in the material instance in here, and don't have to do this thing outside of here, and just let the planet, the mesh, take care of the freeing. Like, it would be so much cleaner. Rather than doing this and telling that what I'm basically doing right now, that, oh, by the way, you also are responsible for this afterwards. Like, just let the mesh take care of its own shit that it's supposed to free. You know what I'm saying? I think I know what I'm saying. I think that's what it will do. It will be a bit disgusting with the double copying of memory, but in the other place, but that's a special case because it's a GLTF loader, right? So when you load far stuff from a file, you know, you kind of have to do unnecessary stuff just to keep temporary information about how to construct the thing, right? So I think it's a valid sacrifice and a valid thing to do. And then the one who calls the thing don't have to be worried about should I free anything else but the thing itself. They are just like, no, you don't. The mesh will take care of all of the freeing. You just create the thing and make sure that you call the dinit on the structure, and the structure will free everything that it needs to free. And it's like Hakuna Matata, you know? I think that's way better. Yeah, it's only in this place, but this place makes sense, because if you're one parsing this thing, you are also responsible for freeing the temporary information that you allocate. Which in this case is kind of pathetic to do as well, because we already know beforehand how many there will be. So I'm just being pathetic here for no reason at all. But it's okay. We will change it to that. So we will change this from being a geosurface array list to just be a geosurface array. And then we will, because these things are just, they're still relatively tiny structures, so I think it's okay to do it like this. It's literally I32, I32. This one is a bit larger. It's like, I think it's 8, 9 floating points. And then this is just a pointer. So it's not too big of an array structure, right? And then in here, what we'll do, instead of doing this, we cannot just do that. Now we'll just do a... is there a way for me to initialize with an already established array? There probably is, but what do I know? We'll create it outside first to begin with, just to get it once working, and I will just call it arr is equal to no std mem array list. Okay. Now what am I doing? And then here we geo surfaces init capacity, and then we'll have, we already know that it's going to be, was it the type first? I think it was the type first. No, the allocator. Ah no, you don't have to. It already has the type. I'm stupid. Allocator, and then we know the size already. It's geosurface dot len. Bam. And then can I just do an array dot items? Is this a legal operator? I don't. It is starting to feel a bit sus. I don't know. It seems legal, so we're gonna go with that. If it's not, then it will crash and burn, and we will know that it wasn't good. Okay, let's see. So then we will have it here like this. I think there is probably just a one-liner that we could write in here and would have it working, but we'll go with this approach to begin with. And then it will change it in here to, instead of giving surfaces to q, okay, we'll do surfaces dot items, so like that, and then the 3 will be okay, because then we don't really care about whatever happens inside there, because that thing will now take care of it. And now we can also make the renderer a lot cleaner, because we don't do this anymore. No, we don't. Instead, what we do is we still need to do, we do this, we take it away from here, and we have to do it like this. Slightly change it still, it's gonna complain. Like so, let's see. Wait, that was fine. Is that fine? Okay. Probably it's fine. And then we don't need to do that anymore. This is still fine, because we are creating a material pointer instance and that it's here. And then we don't need to do that, and then we don't need to do that. And let's see, yes, does not support, yes, that's fine. I think we just have to change it to this. Expected, wait, how do I know there's a way to fix this. Is it like this? And now I'm doing it. What am I doing? And, oh wait, so like that. No? Not like that, like this? No, okay, no. How do I go about this? Does not support struct initialization syntax. I know this works. 100% sure about it. It's a bit ugly though, but I know this should work. This is just one element. We needed to tell that it's gonna be an array of elements, right? And I think that's, you do it like this. So now it's an array of elements, and then does not support array initialization syntax, and then I think it should be like this, because we want to feed it the pointer of this thing. Now it doesn't like that there's an actual size on this thing. What? Expected type found const. What if I made it const? Because I don't need to manipulate the values. Is that the only problem here? But then we are happy. That's a funny. I think we can do that so it's a little bit more compact. Yes. Okay. And I think we're almost fine. Let's see, something else became bad in here. Expected type. Okay, we need a try. We cannot just do that. And cannot assign to constant. Right. Whoops. Make it a variable. And type shit, but now that one is expecting a modifiable one, but I'm passing a const. Okay. I could do a const cast. Probably not a good idea. There's a smarter way to do this. I mean, could I make them constant? Because I don't want to. Once I have assigned these values, I don't want to manipulate them. If I do that, then I'm just doing something wrong. I shouldn't manipulate them either way. Is this something you can do? Can you change? Can you say that it's gonna be a const? No, okay, no. What about if I put it after? Could I do that? Could I go here and say no? Okay, good to know. Done. Okay. What if I have no idea. I need a way to make that const. Or I could just loop forward and then assign them. Because then it would create copies, which would work. Which would be fine. Let's okay, I'm gonna GPT now and see what it comes up with. Is there a smarter? Let's first ask for smarter way, because /compact. I wonder if you could just take all of this and directly put it in here on the same line. Doing your you're setting it directly to an existing slice and then returning. Okay, let's see, what does it say? So from slice, you can, but you still need to initialize this thing, right? Try append slice. Wait, you could do that? Oh, that would be so much better. I could do that. Yeah, okay, this I don't know. Make game from Godot and you can make your own Godot from Unity. Igor, you with your crazy ideas, man. No, I'm not really a big, let's see, append from slice. Why is this one not? It wants an allocator. Is there an append assumed from slice? Append, assume capacity. Slice, assume capacity. Yes. Well, why not just, why am I doing this when I could probably just do a append slice and not assume capacity? Shouldn't that just do both of these at the same time? It would be okay, but I still need to I wonder which one is cheaper to perform though. Okay, wait, let's take this back. Let's go to the thing and let's see, what does it do? Because if it assumes slice, it's going to do this: old items, new, old, assert, item, len, new len, and then mem copy. It's gonna mem copy all of those things, okay? And then else is, where's the order remove? I want to see, where do they have the insert slice? You could insert slice. Assume capacity. Okay, well, it doesn't look too bad to do that thing, you know? What would happen if I did array dot append slice and I would take in the allocator? In this case, append slice ensure capacity. It takes GPA. Okay, so then it has to go through this thing, ensure a total capacity, and it went through another thing. And okay, grow. Okay. I think then it's better to do the init once with the capacity and then append assume capacity. And then we need a try. Why did I have two tries? This is not good. I already have a try. Why am I doing another try? Am I stupid? Error union found. Oh wait, is there? Do I need a try? No, I don't need a try. I'm stupid. Okay. Godot is weird. It's freezing my PC. What? I haven't heard bad things about Godot though. Godot though. Like I don't think it should freeze. I have never heard about Godot freezing one's PC. I mean, unless you write a very, very unoptimized game, like what I would probably do. Yeah. Let's see, we can go to the end. Then we can rename these things and call them surfaces, allocated surfaces, allocated. Surfaces array, allocated surfaces, surfaces. I think we should probably call them allocated surfaces, like so. Yeah. Okay. And yeah. Now we shouldn't at least crash anymore, I think. But we should still have memory leaks. Yes? We should have about the same amount, but now we can go in the dinit. And what we can do in here is that we should also free, I think we should free each material inside of the thing. Yeah, so we would have to go for, yeah, self dot surfaces. I don't think it frees everything inside. Wait, let me see. Self dot surfaces dot dinit, or is there free and clean and free? What does this thing do? Ah! Invalidate all elements. Free allocated slice. Ah! Wait, you can just do that? Wait, what does this do? Return allocated slice. It returns the slice. And then it calls the general purpose allocator free. And then it just clears the... Why am I not doing this thing more frequently? Why am I always iterating every element and then freeing it and then freeing the thing itself when I could just do allocate? Stupid me. You pass the allocator and then clear and free, and then we just dinit it also. Self dot surfaces dot dinit allocator. I don't think this thing takes care of freeing the elements. Wait, it does. What am I doing? Okay. Oh, no, it doesn't free the elements. I'm stupid. Okay, now I see what I'm doing. Yes, it does free, but the elements that I'm storing are... They're not pointers. So, yeah, this is fine. Okay, now this is fine. Because I used to store pointers, and then you would have to call free, take every pointer out and free the pointer, but now I'm storing the actual struct itself, so this should free all of the memories for that. Why the hell are you complaining now? Const expected found. I should be able to denit the surfaces. This is stupid. This one should copy. Yeah, it does a mem copy. What the hell? I think it's just tripping. There's no way that's an issue. It is? How? Self. It's a pointer. Well, fuck you. Clean and free. And then we'll call the init afterwards. I don't know. Let's see. Let's run it once and just take this and ask GPT what the hell is going on. How is it found mesh array align Vulkan mesh surfaces? Yes. Cast discard const qualifier self. It's oh, look at that. It should be a pointer. My bad. Okay. Now we should get rid of more of the memory leaks. Oh, look, it's getting... Okay, never mind. It's still pretty long. But at least we didn't have any double freeze, so that's pretty good. Oh my god, why is it still so long? Well, yeah, because I do a lot of freeze that I'm not free in the creation. Now I'm not freeing the meshes from the GLTF. And that's line, what line? 225. Yes, here. So this new mesh that I created here never got freed, which is appended and put in here. New mesh. Well, that should be definitely freed in a D. If it's not, that's weird. I feel like that one I have definitely. Here. Meshes, pointer, I do free. But I don't free meshes. No, I do free it. What? How is it possible that that's a memory leak then? That should not be a memory leak because it's being freed from here. Is there maybe... Okay, maybe... What does the DINIT... No, it frees the pointers themselves, but it doesn't free... Or it doesn't free the actual structure. And that's what I'm thinking this thing should do. No, wait, I also need to... Yeah, I've de-initialized that thing, but I still need to do a... Doesn't it? No, that this thing should take care of. Okay, I'm a bit confused. Let's see. I'm gonna make an assumption, and if this is true, then it's weird. Maybe there's a better way to do this. Is it destroy? It did not complain at least. Well, that's strange. Let's see, what does it say now? Try aligned, ensure total capacity leaked. Yeah. I thought this would do what I'm basically doing here manually right now. That's interesting that it didn't do it. So what's the point of doing this then? Well, maybe it's the initialize the thing itself, but still strange. Well, if that's the case, I mean, I should also be doing this for this and this. Success. Well, here I do it at least, but I mean for this one at least. Let's see, what is this one complaining about? Append. Wait, what? Leaked. New memory allocation. Meshes append allocator, new mesh. Oh, so the meshes, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So go to this one. Defer meshes dot init locator. All right. Wow, look at that. Wow. Okay. Then it's the nodes. New node. Okay. Oops. It's still in the same 235. So this new node I create here. Let's see. Yeah, no. What? New node. File put here, new node. No, that's the node. That's not the new node. Where do I put append? Where do I should still... Wait, hold on. Okay. But sometimes you still own these things, right? Nodes. Wait, what is the end owner of these things? Because I don't think this thing in itself is freeing them, right? That's good. File nodes put, and then new node. Okay, here. So this one is, and I am freeing the array list, but the nodes should then free the... Let's see, do we go through... We do not do that. Okay, so I still have to do that. I probably will have to do it over here. Var node underscore iterator is equal to self dot nodes dot iterator, and then while nodes iterator dot next, like so. Have you figured out? Wait, sorry. Have you figured out what to use for procedural planet gen? Not yet. I am still like, I'm just gonna fix these memory leaks because I thought I had them fixed, but then Harold showed me that I didn't. I was like, fuck. And well, and for the procedural planet generation, I think that's a smaller problem once I get to it. I think if I can just generate a mesh, doing like, I remember from doing the planet generation in the Minecraft clone that I did, like actually just putting some random noise is not that hard. Like once you find out just something to use, you just need to make the planet first, and then you can just find some noise to apply to it. Basically, there's probably like I'm making an assumption. There's probably some similar algorithm to just do it. Once you find it, it's just to apply it, right? I think. Like it doesn't have to be something extraordinary perfect. It just has to be something that generates some, that it's not a flat brick, basically. That's what I want. Besides that, it could be a fucking triangle. I don't care, but not a flat brick. we'll make it good after it's somewhat illustrating the idea, you know? We don't have to worry about making it perfect on the first try. Well, I'll never make anything perfect, but that's okay. Yeah, and then we have to do the allocator. Now we want to free the actual node. This thing, we want to dereference it first. I don't have a D in it for the node, but I want to free the memory of the node. I don't have a, don't I have a node dot dereference dot. No, there's nothing, and nothing that is responsible for freeing either. Good. Just need to free the allocation of it. Isn't there just a free each? I don't know. Let's see. Run it, close it, and we should have gotten rid of that now. GPU new memory, ensure, new item, add one. Scene node children append. And this comes from the same 220. So that is fine now. 262. Here, this thing, scene nodes children append. Scene nodes, so nodes, items, index, parent. Oh yeah, and then we also have to call free on the parent if it's not null. I think I have it as an optional, so when we go from all of these, hold on a minute, we cannot. Scene node children append. Wait, hold on, what? Scene node, what is this thing? So wait, do we just append? Whoa, what? Okay, I need to check this out. Children, it's an, yeah, so I just append the pointer. But then it's the array list itself which needs to be freed, because nodes is already freed, so yeah, so the parent is a node pointer, and that's scene node. And then scene node has, whoa. Okay, this is a bit the confusion, but let's go to it. Let's go to this thing. Okay, so we have an array list which has pointers. We should initialize the array list itself, and probably the parent as well. So when we're in here, for each node, I should probably make a D in it at this point for this thing. But again, I don't have it as an init, so then it's just weird to do it as a dinit. Could I change it? If I created an init of node and then added a dinit, could that make logical sense? No, it could not, because the nodes are created in such a fucked up way right now. Sorry. But it would be way cleaner to not having to do this and just know that you call dinit on it. Let's see, nodes. And then I destroyed nodes. And then I have a new node, which would be ideal to have a init, and you could pass in a mesh into the init. And we don't need to append it here yet. We don't need to do this yet here. And then has matrix, we can still calculate all of these things because the node thing is still GLTF loaded. And then when we go through each and every data nodes, this is still GLTF. But here it's different. We can still create every node with init over here, but it's still kind of weird because we do not yet know. This is disgusting. I'm just saying, alright? But also we cannot know all of these things beforehand, okay? Oof. So fucking oof. It's such an oof. Is the leak in the node construction logic in the loaded GLTF? Yeah. Basically all of the leaks are coming from there, right? I think all of the leaks are coming from here. And I'm just thinking if I should change to have it cleaner, because ideally it's really nice if you can just have an init, which does all of the allocations that is relevant, and then you have a dinit, which does all of the deallocation. And you don't worry about if the only thing that the parent structure needs to worry about is calling init for its children and calling dinit on them. It shouldn't be worried about accessing any of its fields and calling dinit on them, right? That's kind of dumb. But that's kind of the way I will have to do it right now because I don't really have an init for the node, and I don't really think I could change it to be possible either because I need to create some information of the node over here so I then can figure out how this gets created afterwards. Because I create the nodes halfway, and then here I get the nodes that I've created by indexing like this, the same, so they are one-to-one, the GLTF nodes and my nodes. And then I can see if it does not have children, well then I'm good, then I just skip it. But if it does have children, okay, for each node children, so then I access the child of that thing. I get its node index, which I then access from this thing, which I have created from here above. And then I append it like that. I don't think that's because I need the nodes created in order to give them to tell which one is a child of which one. I cannot do this in this loop because I haven't still created all of the nodes yet then. So I need to create all of the nodes so I can know which one is a child, but to know who's a child and who's a parent, if I wanted to do that in the init, I would have to do this before, but I cannot do it before. So I'm kind of stuck with that, you know? But it's fine. I could still implement a dinit, which would take care of this. It's still kind of semi-dumb, but it's okay. It's okay. It's alright. It's alright. It's not too dumb, but it's kind of dumb. In my professional opinion. Which is not professional at all. Alright. Good. We can go into here. And we could add a dinit. Pub dinit. It's more like free maybe. But I'm gonna keep the convention of saying dinit. We're gonna make it a pointer reference like so. We don't need that. And then here, if parent self.parent. See, I'm doing some basic C programming right now, basically, but I don't know how to make this another way, because it's an optional to have a parent and an optional to have a mesh, but the mesh won't be this one's responsibility to clean. That's the GLTF's, and that's also very confusing. You know, why would you? Why this is dumb? This is so dumb. You know, it should be pretty clear that all of these things should be the nodes itself's responsibility, but it's not. It's very dumb design, but it's what I got. Okay. If there's a parent, we have to also take in the allocator. Allocator, std, memory, allocator, like so. And then allocator.destroy and parent. No, wait. We actually just want to... No, we cannot destroy the parent. This is just a... Fuck. The only thing that we want to destroy in here is actually the array list of children. We want to destroy the array list. Okay, that's... maybe it's more work than it's worth then. Because then we could literally just do here, we go through each, in the D init here, we go through each node. I do call destroy init, but we will also have to do allocator, no wait, node dot value dereference and then children D init, and just do that. But the other things are not allocated, it's just the children that gets appended. Boom. Look, we have gotten rid of all of the memory leaks almost. Do you guys remember how many there were? There were like crazy amounts. Now we only have 2. Let's see, what are these? Images append, and it's still from the GLTF, okay. 74. Thank God for like these kind of, you know, debugging stuff, because I wouldn't... If this thing was running, I wouldn't have figured it out, probably. I mean, at some point I would have run out of memory probably, and I would have figured it out, but not even that, because OS frees the memory when you exit the application. But still, this is just the images for this thing, and it's also a temporary thing, so I think I can just free it here at the end. Yep. So defer images init and then allocator. And now we just have the opaque append. Oh, I don't free those? Now that's bad. I thought I did. Let's see, where's the... it's not this one I'm trying to find, it's the draw context. Which I store where? Wait, here. Draw context. I append it over here. Why is it not oh yeah, because I don't do any here? Yeah, I don't ever do a free. At our self pointer at this, and we need an allocator as well. Allocator, allocator. Allocator, std, mem, allocator. Boom. Very happy. Boom, 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 boom. And then we can do self dot fake surfaces dot init. I wonder what happens if I haven't created a because I haven't. It's still empty. I don't know if it does anything, but we will find out. It's experimenting time. Probably should just read the docs, but yeah, it's more fun to figure out this way if you do it wrong. There's still a leak. Because I don't call the damn thing. Renderer the init over here. Draw context. I think we can free it pretty early on. Doesn't really matter. We can do, where is it relevant to maybe free it? So I would take it around the GLTF shit. So we can do self dot draw context. I think, what is it called? Main draw context the init. Why is it not? It's not public. Of course it's not. Okay. Where was it located? I don't find it. What? There it is. Public. Okay, let's see. Ah, no leaks. Look at that. How happy are we now? I think we're pretty damn happy. That just took a small 1 hour and 15 minutes, 16-ish. Fix your damn memory leaks. Boys, don't let them leak. But yeah, I should probably take a look at the depth buffer, why it's not working. But I think it's less fun than fixing actually making a planet generation, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna do a planet generation instead. We'll fix the depth buffer once it becomes like super clear and painful that you can't even play the game because things are not rendered properly. Before then, it's less important. So you can construct your node struct in the same loop since you can't figure out the children. Yeah. But it's fine now. We're doing it the nasty way, which is fine. For now, I don't like it, but it's the first time I ever wrote a GLTF loader, so I think it's still pretty fine as it is. We don't need to be perfect here. We just need it to run. Okay, so we got to making a cube. Then we want to subdivide each face into a square grid. Now, I'm no expert on doing these kind of stuff. Is there like an easy way to do it? Like just interpolate, kind of like, probably just creating a for loop. Let's actually do a push here. Add dot git commit dash m fixed leaks push. Look away, guys. Don't look at my password. All right. Now we can go to planet. Wow. There, not there. Wait, there was the init, the planet. Let's go to it. Good. Here, to create the vertices and everything for it. If you want to refactor it later, what if you traverse the nodes from leaf nodes to the parent and construct the parent at the children, or is the less efficient? I have no idea, because if I create the nodes in here, I don't know if that's possible, because I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so I just get an array of the nodes that needs to be created, right? I guess you could check here if it has a child, then you don't. If it has children, wait, how? If you want to factory leaf nodes, you traverse the nodes from the leaf node to the parent and construct. So yeah, you would have to. Actually, no. Wait. So wait, no. You would have to go through like this, and then Yeah, wait. How do you go about this? I could probably use the same index to... No, I cannot because I have to I'm not sure because this is so strange. I don't see this clearly. Like they have like the array. This is not mine. This is the array that GLTF loader provides. An array of wait, here, of all of the nodes. And then all of the nodes in the array has this children pointer, and then inside of that thing there's a, if they do have, I can iterate each of the child nodes, and that is then I just store it like this. And this is so weird that it just works, because this is my child index. You take the pointer of the data node, subtract it by the child thing, you get a child index apparently, and this works on my array of nodes. This is my array, and this is the only thing that is my array of nodes. These all are all the nodes, or like the array from the library that I'm using to load the nodes. And this is some weird shit that this thing, using their information, it works as an index on my custom created array. I'm like, what? How does that work? But okay, it works. So I'm like, okay, great. It's weird. It's so weird. Another thing which is really strange, because I find like data nodes, shouldn't that be a... Oh no, that is a smaller value than this thing, yeah, because these are the child nodes and they assume they are continuous in a block within the node structure itself. I'm probably not pointing somewhere else. But yeah, what was I thinking? I was thinking that I would do this now. So we can do this, we can run it. We can look at our beautiful about to be planet. And let's see. How could I just subdivide this into kind of like a loop going from... I need it to go from... I guess that CLGF stores nodes not row major, so it's like node child child. Probably... Yeah. Row major, yeah. I haven't thought about saying like keeping pointers and arrays like row major. I've just always like it's something in memory, you know. Where is the damn pen tool? What happened? Where did they put it? They have changed the layout, guys. I have no idea what I'm trying to find. Where's the pen? Where's the pen? Okay, it's loading. Wow. Crazy loading speed. I think Cheesecake was working on a kind of tool which could be easy to pop up and just draw as an overlay. So I wouldn't have to wait until the year 50, 100,000 before I can actually draw something on my Miro board. Damn, it's still loading. Okay, there's my pen tool. I don't know how it went away, but okay. So if I can draw a mesh, let's... I don't like... I like red. Actually, I like blue more, but red for painting is better. Okay. Let's say this is one face. So could I change it? How can I change this to just make... Well, I guess I could create a vertex within the cube also. But if I just wanted to do... Well, actually, it's just a 3-coordinate space, right? It's just... well, that's beautiful. Oh my god, come on. Okay, guys, I'm struggling to make a cube. Okay, so if I do this, right? Fucking hell. It's going in, okay, guys? It's in a minus. This is minus z, okay? And this is positive x. And this is positive y. Okay, cool. We're happy? We all agree? Good. So I could also just do, as long as I am on a... Yeah. Okay, this I could do. And then if I do... So this will be the cube, right? Pam, 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 pam. as long as I could do, how could I do this? I could do a for loop that goes through the x first. X, y, and z. X, y, and z. First it does x. What are these coordinates? This is, let's say we go 0 to 1. And then we have 0. Well, let's say we're just gonna do one subdivision. It's easy to think about. 0.5, right? And then we wanted to do for 0 on x here, and 0 on x over there, and then we want the 0.1 over here. Or for 0, okay, there's a smart way to think about this. Come on. When x is 0, we want to get the y 0.5. We want to get the y 0 and the z 0. We want to get the z 0.5. We want to get the z 1, and we want to get the y 1. Yeah, but isn't that just creating... Because I don't want to create a point inside here on these things, right? That's what I'm trying to avoid. And when does this happen? It happens when none of the points is at the 0 or 1, basically. Yeah. So if any of the points is not 0 or 1, then it's fucked, and then we don't want to create a point. No, wait, we do want the points also in here, do we? Oh my god, I'm pretty stupid, am I not? Yeah, I don't want this center point in here. That's what I don't want. Yeah, but it's still true what I just said. Hello, Shadow Fungi. Is this a coordinate system? What? For what? No, this is just me trying to figure out how to create... I'm just thinking, like, how should I do this thing? Because subdivide each face into a square grid. I'm thinking, like, should I even generate the inside? I could also just generate multiple blocks and actually generate the whole mesh, you know, as a normal chunk, as you would, you know, you could just go in here. And then you have the vertices, right? Like this. And then you do all of these things. And then you could steal... let's see. So this is basically for one cube. Maybe I should still go for like making the inside as well. I was thinking of skipping it out, but maybe making the inside could be quite beneficial for the sake of that I'm actually gonna have to do, well, depth and shit. And then from the vertices point, how are you today? I'm good. How about you, Shadow Fungi? And then just depending on how far out they are, they would be... Yeah, I think I'm trying to do something I should not do right now. I should just still generate it as an actual mesh cube. So you're figuring out subdivision. Yeah. I was thinking if I should do that. Or if I should just not do that. Push each vertex corner. Because does it do the internal subdivision, or is this just the surface subdivision? That's what I'm trying to figure out. If they're just doing it on the surface, or if there is internal cubes as well inside of this thing. Because if there's internal cubes which are just not seen, it's pretty simple. But if there are, I'm like, how the fuck do you do that? Well, I guess if none of the coordinates is a 0 or a 1, assuming that's my bounds, then it's not a surface coordinate, right? Yeah. 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 Now the only problem is that I also need to have the indices right for that. I'm doing well. Finished the base of the model for a Hytale mod I'm working on. Thanks for asking. Ah, that's cool. What kind of mod are you doing? Do you stream in another platform? I'm streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, and then I also stream on the Discord server. For yeah, people who are just joining the call can watch as well. Yeah, I'm thinking of getting a multi-stream chat but it's kind of like it's gonna take time to do, so I'm like, it's not on the top priority list. I want to make a planet generation, right? So yeah, kind of working on that first. And yeah, there are also restream, but that would cost, because the free version can only stream to 2 places at the same time. I do 3. So yeah. And that one would have the multi-chat integrated, which would be pretty damn cool. But yeah. And also I think the overall performance would be way better, because I only have to stream to one platform and the restream takes care of streaming to the other platforms. And I assume they have better bandwidth than I do, so I would have less pain streaming just to one rather than 3. So there would be a lot of benefits in doing so, but I don't do that. Let me think. I'm wondering, how could I... I'm making a high-tail implementation of the enemy from Gorotma game, Mossism. Is that on each your game? Or something? Can I find it if I try to find it? I don't seem to find it. Okay. Because I could just do the same thing that I did for the chunk generator in my Minecraft clone. So I would generate I could generate just a normal chunk, the way I used to do it there, and then that's basically just, okay, let's say you have the blocks, but I'm gonna roughly sketch it. Let's see. What the hell? I should get good at this, but I don't know, bro. I'm just awful. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. I don't think that's good, but it's fine. Oh god, that's such a sad chunk that yes, it's on HIO. I can share the link if you want. Yeah, you can do it. Just so I could quickly see the art style, kind of. Yeah. What you're adding. Let's see. Because okay, I could do the normal unoptimized where you just generate each and every block, right? And then I think I should probably get a good identifier of what each of the faces of the cube, like north, top, or maybe front, top, back, left, right, bottom, right? Having some kind of way to identify which face is facing what way, because I think they even go in depth and explain. You can already see here, like, they have colored each faces. To avoid this, we game developers use some quad sphere instead of mapping a single rectangle to the entire globe. Quad sphere divides into 6 equivalent sectors for each. Yeah, just to keeping track of the sector, right? And I think they explain down the line a little bit of this thing. Because then basically each sector, would it be its own kind of like flat plane or whatever this happens, whatever this is. Which would be kind of block address, sector, shell, chunk index, block index, yeah. Yeah, up, front, back, left, right, but down, okay. Who is my neighbor? Then I do this. This is also something I'm fine with doing. It looks kind of weird, but actually when I'm gonna do, what's it called? Marching cubes, I don't think this will be a problem because they will blend, and also the terrain is not supposed to be destructible. We might be a few issues, but we will figure that out down the line. It's no biggie, no biggie. Yeah. So if I take each phase region, but that doesn't really help me in a good way actually, because I'm still like, oh my god, wait, let me see, check this thing out real quick here. Does it help me maybe? Yo, finally in Poland, brothers. Sure. I think I'm not fully. Let's see. Because what I need to do is to get the. How am I supposed to do that? If it were one block, right? Let's think about that. If it was one block. No. Yeah, but that's basically what it is. And then if it was 3 by 3, it would be kind of like going, and then you would inflate it, and then they all would share one common core. Yeah? What is that? Is a sphere with voxels? Yes, it is a sphere with voxels. And then if you had a, I think 5 by 5 would be another good resolution. And then if you have a 5 by 5, then aren't you kind of like sharing? That's okay. This is where it goes slightly wrong for me, because I'm like, now you're kind of right. Yeah, you are sharing that last one. Huh. Okay. Okay, so because what I'm thinking is like, okay, if you have, let's say you have this. This is the thing you're trying to do, right? Whatever, something like, wow. Because this, you will be sharing all of these in kind of an odd way. If you inflate this thing now, so you will have the edge. Actually, it will be more like this. I don't know what will happen. What will happen inside of the thing? I think about that. Anyways, we'll do this for now. Well, it has to still be a block, so there's no other way to go about it than it has to be looking something like this, right? And then you continue inflating it, right? Something like that. Well, that's not being inflated anymore now. Wow. And this should be kind of like the end of the thing, or the middle part. I think I fucked up already. Yeah, this is where it gets weird, because I'm like, what the hell is supposed to go on over here now? Okay, it's just because I'm not that good at drawing is one reason this is weird, but still I think I have a fair question, right? 6 sides. 1, 2. Oh no, it's supposed to be 4 in this case. Shit. Okay, whatever. Okay, so something like this. That's something like that it's supposed to look like. Right? It's gonna be a little bit weirdly deformed, but that's okay. But it's this thing that I'm thinking about, how I saw another video where you could take a 2-dimensional plane, right? And what you could do is you could kind of like let's draw it like this. Okay, so you have your world. You could curve it, so you get a kind of like a cylinder, right? Wow, beautiful cylinder. You could do this, and then you could attach it so you get a donut, basically. Brother. And, well, then you can just walk around on this thing, and it will look kind of like you, and then you just squish this hole down, so it will basically become a circle, a planet, basically. You could do that. The only problem is that if you cut a hole, dig a hole through here, you can still like walk around the planet. But if you cut, let's say let's see if I can draw the donut in this kind of way. Wow. Okay, let's say this is a donut. Okay, this is a donut. Okay, that's a donut. And then you do the cut insertion here. Then you cannot walk around from one side to the other, which is strange, kind of. Like it's like doing a cut through the planet like this, and then if you walk one way, it's fine. You can come around to the other side, but if you do a cut like this, you cannot. And that's like, but you still did a cut around the whole planet. What the fuck? So that's like one trade-off with that, and I thought that was just too strange. I'd rather have this issue over here. Worst thing in this is doing the transformation around sides is happening oddest. This shit you can get it middle, yes, it would be bigger from transformation. What? But I think it's fine that it can look slightly distorted. Because it will still be, I think morphing cubes will kind of like fix it, maybe. I think it will. And I'm not trying to make an actual blocky terrain. I'm actually trying to get rid of the blocky terrain with marching cubes. So yeah. What I know you are trying to make it from a cube, so yeah. It's for easily LODs and coordinate system. I think it will be easier. I could also just do a normal marching cubes. Oh damn, yeah. I could also do this basically, where I just generate a sphere basically by just well, there's a good example over here. I could do this, but I think that's a bit harder to figure out coordinates, gravity, and LODs, and in what region you are on the planet. Maybe it is. I think it is. At least I haven't thought about it as much as about this thing.
Oh, hello there.
Hello there, General Kenobi.
General Kenobi, did you see the thing I fetched? Did you refetch it?
I
have the
haven't.
thing
No,
on the-
I haven't refetched it. I don't. We don't refetch over here. I need to do it on my laptop because I just realized when I tried to compile on my laptop, that the thing doesn't run because there is no such function. I was like, damn. Yeah. Yeah. The cubes would be easiest. I can try looking for my last project. I was doing this kind of, but the sphere using marching cube is easier than making it from cubes. Wait, what? But the sphere using marching cubes is easier than making it from cube. Sorry, what do you mean by that? I'm a bit confused. Damn, the time went by fast. Holy shit.
Oh damn, it's that late already.
Oh, yeah, shit. Yeah.
How did this happen?
I just got kind of stuck on thinking on this thing. Like, I'm trying to generate the thing. I think that I'm too fixated on looking at it as if it was the Minecraft terrain with chunks, right? Let's say this is a chunk, okay? I'm like, okay, so that means there's like a, let's take it a bit outside. So let's say the center is a chunk of the world. And I'm like, and then you have another chunk out here, right? And then another chunk out here. What the fuck happens to this chunk over here? Because this chunk doesn't belong to the, let's say this is the top face and this is the right face. This is a 2D representation. You just have, you should also have a front and back here if it was 3D, and then a bottom and then a left. And I'm like, where does this thing belong then? Because it cannot, you only have 6 faces, right? You make a sphere using marching cubes, not by trying make this cube sphere. You will get the shit with bigger one marching cube at the middle than at sides. Okay, I'm not the greatest out from making sphere of marching cubes. What? I'm still a bit unsure what. Wait, you make a sphere using marching cubes, not by trying make this cube to sphere. You will get this shit with bigger one marching cube at middle than at sides. What? Wait, so just making a bigger cube? Just one big cube? Oh shit, did you see that? That's crazy. Oh my god. And then, why the hell am I so bad at drawing? Oh my god. Oh my god, wait, let me just redo this corner. Just like one big marching, just one big cube. And then you do oh, that's why it's weird. I fucked this thing up. Sure. Back. Sure. Okay, that's slightly better. Still kind of bad. It's just like one big, huge ass cube, and then you do rain marching on that one. I mean, that's what I'm thinking I probably would have to do. Like, I don't, but I still want to know how do I figure out the coordinate system to work on this thing, because I still need. And do I also put? I guess I also put vertices inside of the cube. I just generate one huge ass chunk, basically. It's one big chunk. Instead of thinking it as this thing where it's like chunk, 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 and then this chunk I don't know what to do with. It's just one big chunk. Fuck. That's it, right? And then the chunk kind of like I think that's what I will have to do. And then I could do this thing. I will just have to generate it here. This one I could do just with a for loop then, because it's literally just going and creating the whole thing. I don't even have to be concerned about what material it is to begin with. I just have to generate it. It's gonna be very unperformant, but it's fine. What if we generated the planet on the as a compute shader? I think we will get to that point, honestly. That would be freaking sick. I personally find it easier to avoid chunking until the generation is completed and then saving the chunk to memory, but that's probably not the most efficient or ideal way to do it. Find it easier to avoid chunking until the generation is completed and then saving the chunk to memory. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like what is this region like division, because they have these examples over here, which is also like sure. Well, I guess I could just create that damn spherical cube first, and then I could figure that out. It can be optimized as unoptimized as hell. That's fine. We don't really care. We just want the damn spherical cube. So we can go from one. Let's do from 0 to 16. It's gonna be kind of big. And then we're gonna capture this as x. And then inside of here, we're gonna do another one for 0 to 16. Capture it as y. Wow. And then another one for, wow, 0 to 16. Capture it at z. I should probably do a negative z. Well, whatever. So we will try making a warp around to make sphere, but you can get radius. Wait, what? Sorry. So you will try making it warp around to make sphere, but you can get radius and get sphere, and you will out with some kind of algorithm to render all marching cubes inside the sphere, but compute shader it. I think Do you pick have a microphone? Would maybe be better to be in a call. If you do have one. Nah, good bro. Okay, because I'm fine. I'm not really understanding what you're slightly understanding what you're trying to say, but slightly not at the same time. You know. She is one. I sound like Russian one. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. So like this, we'll go through each vertex. Okay. Time is a lot. Let's just quickly do this one thing. We will create. Oh, this is actually each position. It's not each vertex. Now we need to actually create the block of this thing, and that we can do from shit. This is another one where I would like to initialize the mesh. Oh hell nah. Well, I could initialize the mesh outside and then assign it. I think that's fine. I think that works too. You can do that. Let's see. What if I just did a const mesh pk mesh is equal to, and then we'll take this, put it in there, and right, I forgot, we don't want to take that. Do this, go here, say mesh is equal to mesh, and then we do this, and then we do that, and then we save, and it works as well. So we're fine with that. Good. Then we can change this. Good. Wait, when do we have to wake up? I think I have to wake up early tomorrow, so fuck. Okay. I know I can't just put words perfectly, not as one, but you know. Yeah. Wait, Pig, Pig is on the Discord, right? Wait, Pig, isn't it you? Wait. I'm gonna DM you, right? How about we have spoken before, haven't we? Yeah. Good. Yes. Okay, wait. I'm gonna send you a message again, right? This is you, right? I'm not sending to some random stranger on the Discord, right? Oh, look at that. That was another thing I just realized I need to fix. I will copy this and take care of it later. Next time, tomorrow when we start. Yes. Okay, good. I will good. I will end the stream. I need to sleep because I got school tomorrow morning. So we'll have to end it here. But tomorrow we'll then add the thing. I will quickly ask Pig about the stuff. Let's see, I'm just gonna do that. That should be fine. Okay. I will end it here. Thank you everybody for joining. Sadly, we did not continue much with the planet generation, just kind of like thinking about it. But we fixed the leaks, so it's good. Alright, that will be it. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Harold, do you wanna hit it?